Type emote, you can't stop me.
Too bad. I'm not stopping you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Records of Evil. We've been off for a few weeks. Just things have been going on. There's some spaghetti emotes in chat here if you're with us live. It's certainly been a few weeks, and I understand, been a little craziness on various ends, but we are back. We're here with some evil, and, various other and sundry. So, if you missed our last installment of our adventures, well, our group here of villainous villains, we're continuing their quest to find the Eye of Asmodeus, the artifact they've been seeking, which has taken them all the way to Kozakora. I think I'm remembering correctly. Kozakora?
Yeah, Kozakora.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Not Wa.
Not Wa, which is its neighbor, technically. Anyway, within Kozakora, they went to this family, this house of a family, found a very Cthulhu-esque horrible area, entered into the realm between realms, made a deal with someone who may be alive, maybe evil, maybe a horrible spirit, sometimes hard to tell, and have been going about completing said quest from horrible, evil, monstrosity thing that may or may not be evil in certain ways. Effectively, they needed the spirits of the damned, which they collected some of. Oh, good on them. They also needed the blood of someone, which they haven't discovered the appropriate person to steal the blood from yet, but they have a bucket to put it in. Yeah, mm-hmm. And they also have to find a donor body, and then also possibly kidnap someone. So we're on 2 out of 5 things completed.
Yeah.
That's progress right there.
So yeah, I think we last left off. You guys just got beaten up by spirits.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, ow!
How indeed. Oh, you got hurt.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The only person that didn't is Mishka, because Mishka cannot see the horrible things which haunt your dreams.
What does this horrible hell room look like still?
Let's see here. Now that the seemingly spirits of the dead are gone, you can see what appears to be I believe I described it, the remains of like a burning pyre of what appears to be victims in the center of here. As their flesh has been kind of fused together in a horrible miscreant pile of limbs and body parts and bones that just seems to be still actually beyond fire, burning with a kind of bluish black flame. This was apparently a common room for the building.
Dox is going to just stare at the charred remains blankly, like he's just not in his head at all, just staring at the pile.
Well, that was a thing.
Oh yeah, Flumph can't see it either, can he? Fuzzy's gonna look in the bucket and look under everyone. You think that's enough souls, or do we need to do that again?
That's probably enough at this point.
You're not gonna get an answer from Dox, and he's just gonna kind of start walking towards the pile.
Oh, don't touch that. You're gonna be about okay.
Stock's okay?
He's just gonna kind of drop to his knees and look at the bodies. He's having a bit of a problem.
I think Dogs drank a bit too much, or he got hit on the head.
You might want to see what his best Becky.
Oh yeah, you can't see this crazy shit.
Oh no.
Alright. I'm gonna put both my hands on Dox's shoulders and just gently try and lead you back.
Like on the floor, or are you trying to pick him up and move him?
No, just on the floor. I'm just trying to drag you back.
Not gonna react.
And then reach into your jacket pocket and hand you your flask. Do you need some more? Or have you had enough?
I don't think
Does anyone in the party speak Undercommon?
Undercommon?
This might be my one character that doesn't know like any fucking languages. It is.
Yeah, I know a bunch of other languages, but not.
You're just gonna mutter things in what you can assume is undercommon, and then kind of snap out of it and get back up. Why do you have my flask?
I think I fixed him.
He's gonna snatch it back from you and put it back in his coat. Well, are we done here?
You were the one we were waiting for.
Yeah.
You good?
Not really. I can explain later. When we're not next to this, and he's gonna point at the charred corpses, and also the inside-out animals you summoned.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That was fucking monstrous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad that's the first time I use that bag. It's just.
I hope the next time you use it.
Causes problems, yeah.
Yeah, let's. Should we get inside the main building again? Because, like, outside is a whole thing, and there's a giant eye thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
It seems like one of the animals is still twitching and barely alive, like, kill me.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the axe beak that was left, because I'm pretty sure that one didn't die.
You don't want to know. Fox will like take out his rapier and just stab it to kill it.
That's, yeah, fair.
It'll make that noise from, like, its back.
Oh no!
What did I create?
You monster! You're the true evil. I think that's an alignment step.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought I was just chaotic.
Mm-hmm. You fall into the dark side. So I guess you'll leave this place and head back inside, where it's slightly less horrible.
Only slightly.
What's the plan now?
About what time is it?
Oh. Still pretty late at night. Probably around like 3 or 4 in the morning, I'd say, right now.
I think
You
we
want-
did the kidnapping last. Maybe the murder second to last.
Yeah, we're pretty beat up. Maybe we should take 30 minutes.
Yeah, I do feel like shit.
Yeah.
Want me to stab something?
No, we're the ones that have been stabbed.
Yeah, no. Like, I've been burned a lot and punched. I need to sit.
Don't worry. Good old Fal's got your back. Don't worry about it. I got plans, you see? Got plans.
Oh no.
I'm excited for one of these plans actually happening.
I'm excited for when he gets to stab someone.
I mean, he managed to steal the keys at one point.
What if he finally snaps the child too scared?
I mean, that's on him, not me.
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna take this bucket and I'll be back. Man.
Which bucket is he taking?
The vomit blood bucket?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You should have kind of give him a weird look while he floats away, but...
I'll make a couple of rolls here. Okay.
Oh no, I'm afraid. How many people is he cutting?
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Wow.
Oh no.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Comes back, it's full of blood.
Uh,
The brim.
Comes back with a child corpse.
Oof.
He found the body we're donating.
I've
This is
forgotten
good.
how short rests work in fact.
it's an hour. You can spend hit dice to heal up.
Okay.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, I guess so. Go back to the room and short rest. check my loot.
Okay. If you want to spend hit dice, go ahead. Roll them to heal up.
I'm just
How do the
reading.
dice work again? Am I just clicking?
Yeah, you think you can click it or you can manually just roll with the dices, but you're gonna get something special. Hold
Oh.
on.
Okay, yeah, you can just click it.
You're gonna get a Song of Rest. As Dox just kind of blankly looks out a window and starts singing something. So you get an extra D8?
6. You 6 right now.
D6.
Yeah, it's at level 9.
Man, I need to get real close to my second monitor to read this. So you get an extra everyone gets an extra D6 if you're using hit die. I'm gonna use 2 of mine. You can use more than 1 hit die, right?
Yes.
10 plus D6.
Vercel would probably heal up, but I will allow Worm to roll that when Worm returns. Because, you know. Apparently 15 out of 46 hit points. Ouch.
Oof, yeah, we got like messed up.
I'm back up to full again.
I'm up to 22 out of 36.
Nice. No cap.
Yeah, I spent.
Alright.
I get my inspiration.
I love it when cats yell.
Inspiration.
Hey, Damien. What's up? Here, you can be on my lap for a minute. Before you complain, you don't have to leave. Yeah, I know. Alright, well, when you're mostly through your rest, there'll be a knock on the door.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, that Dox is still blankly staring out the window. It's not okay.
Okay.
I'm
Hey.
gonna hide behind the door with a knife.
The Flumph will be outside, with a bunch of its tentacles carrying a bucket which appears to be full of blood.
Yeah. What did you do?
What the fuck?
Where did you get this?
I took care of it, you see? I took care of it. Don't worry about it. Let's get in here. Don't mind this. Wait, I gotta hide some other evidence. Give me a minute.
I hide some other evidence.
No. Now we don't actually have the murder pin on us because it literally wasn't us.
You used to see like a tentacle go up in its body and pull out a tiny hand.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god, you did murder the child.
And then
was
pull,
it? Oh no.
And then pull out what looks to be a partially digested human face.
Child face?
No.
Can I roll to see if child face?
Sure.
Damien's upset.
Damien's upset I'm getting her off my
Very
lap.
upset.
She's like, I wanted to be on your lap. That's my fault.
Investigate this face.
Sure.
Are you gonna wave it around?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
This face and hand look oddly familiar.
Well, I feel like we shouldn't have murdered the parents as a mercy, but
Don't worry about it. Body won't be found. Just don't eat the sausage tomorrow morning.
what the fuck? Oh. Oh.
Preach. People shouting about.
Oh, there's a dead child in a bucket of blood.
Fucking what?
Oh, don't worry. It's not the kid's blood.
Oh, thank God.
Wait, what? But this isn't this the kid's hand and face?
Oh, well, that was for something earlier.
What?
Wait.
Have you been just going around murdering people?
That's what I do.
I thought you were a thief.
No, don't worry about it. Mostly I'm a thief, but sometimes you gotta take them out. They know too much.
I don't think they knew anything.
Nah, you see? You don't understand. That kid saw us and was following us around, watching things. He's been up all night.
Oh.
He knew you broke into that place over there and went in through the secret passage. I've been watching it for some time now. You see? You see?
Now what happens if they notice the kid's coming? Because they're gonna know.
Don't worry about it. I mean, the people were going to notice when someone was murdered in the morning, anyway.
Yeah, I suppose.
We need to leave as soon as possible.
But don't worry about it. I went some clever investigations and discovered the proper old man that was in this area. He ain't dead, probably. I only let out some of his blood, enough to fill the bucket. Then I carefully closed the wounds up, using that lighter that kid had. So, he might be very sick, but I don't know if he's dead yet. You see? You see? That's the plan here. We just got right enough blood. Whether the man is dead or not, well, that wasn't called for. Just his blood. Just his blood, you see? I remember what you were saying.
Dox is going to hear the fact that murder and child has been brought up multiple times and draw his weapon on Fal.
The kid detective had it coming. Sorry about that, but things had to be done.
I wouldn't even bother killing him. He's a scapegoat now.
I have one rule. I don't get involved in killing children. But he's gonna put the weapon away for now. Yeah, you can definitely tell that he's starting to become very unraveled.
Sometimes things have to be done, see? Sometimes they do. Why I got a knife? I understand y'all. You're feeling really bad about it. Killing a kid. It doesn't happen naturally. Sometimes you need someone to do the dirty work for you. That's what old Fal here is for. I'll get my tentacles bloody so you don't have to. Don't worry about it, hon.
I'm gonna smack him on the back of his head.
You can't really tell where that is.
Yeah, no, I'm just sort of aiming for the
gonna
opposite way of where
hit.
his face is. Just slap it. Don't do shit without telling us.
You were busy with emotional issues. Seems like you already had problems taking care of them spirits.
Yeah, but doing this shit without us could then land us in worse fucking trouble.
This isn't the first killing I've had to take care of.
Fal, we're currently stuck in like a hell dimension. We're not really like with you right now. Shit's a bit different and a bit weird.
Nah, you see. I know where you're at. You're right here.
Look,
You haven't left anywhere.
yes, but no.
You're just seeing some of the things that, everyone can see.
What do you mean everyone can see?
Ah, sorry. The other thing, we flump. We're, I might be the exception that I'm good against, some loose morals. But, we got a way of, seeing things. You normal, fleshy folks don't have.
Oh. Okay.
I don't think I got it quite as bad as you guys do. But, I could sense them spirits in there. You taking care of them. Especially the one in the, big old temple area. You ain't the only ones that could hear his voice.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Where are we going to next? What is the next step? Let's get this fucking over with.
Well, we've got the blood, the book, the souls. We just need a vessel and a kidnapping.
A vessel and a witness.
I can probably get the witness pretty easily.
Who are we using?
Didn't he want the current head of the family there?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he wanted the head of the family to be the best.
No, I think it's someone else. I think the head of the family's the witness.
Yeah, the witness, which he would probably do maybe horrible things to.
Okay.
Oh, I can handle the witness pretty easily, probably. I just may need a little bit of assistance with language. But
Is it sort of a we get them out there, knock them the fuck out kind of deal, or?
I think that would be best for the the vessel. I might be able to get our witness here consensually.
Well, if you can do.
Nice.
Welcome back, Damien.
Damien scream.
Oh, I love it.
She's just like, "Hi, I've returned. I must announce it. It's important."
Hello, human, I am here.
That's really what she says. She shows up and just like meows at people loudly, like, "I have arrived." Meow.
Please pet.
Well, no one's been announcing her entrance, so she's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you think you can get the witness there voluntarily, do we want to go with the vessel first?
I think
Have
so.
them ready?
That would be the smarter play.
Does anyone have any rope?
I might. Let me check my things.
We're gonna need something to tie him up with and something to shut him up with.
I got some rope, but I'm using it. See, just give me a
Yeah, I
couple
have
minutes.
rope.
I don't have any on me.
Well,
Yes.
Misha's got some, so that's good at least.
Fal's working on something. You're not sure what.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, Misha's watching him.
Okay.
I'm getting Anne
Yes, yes.
flashbacks.
Things.
He's taking time and seems to be doing something with the face and hand.
I'm getting Anne flashbacks.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
he's making a mess.
No.
God, he's making a mask, I think.
Oh my god, he just starts wearing the face.
Dox is gonna kind of like pull the other two of you aside. Sorry you had to see that back there.
No,
Not my proudest moment.
Considering what's happened, I don't think it's the biggest deal of the evening.
Yeah, I suppose once we're done here, I can fully explain it, but let's finish up here first.
Yeah, I want to get the fuck out of here. This is...
Yeah, especially since that he's gonna point towards the Fal.
Fal is no longer there. There's now a kid there.
There was a what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
He has like a kind of, he's got one hand out and like a face, and like you can't see the other hand, and he's got kind of shoes. He's moving around. He's like, and he says something in this like kind of weird broken voice that sounds like the kid's voice, and then you hear, "Aha! I got together."
I don't think you should do this.
Trust me.
He's gonna go vomit in the corner.
Yeah, Dox is gonna open the window and vomit outside.
Yep.
I think this is a bad idea. This is.
Please
We should-
control your friend before I stab him.
See?
I feel
Now-
like stabbing him would turn it on.
He's gonna be moving, like, somehow he's gonna have, like, the head moving, like, the face, like, moving the mouth, but you can't really, like, see anything inside. It's like, and he's doing it with him speaking telepathically to you. He's like, "See, now I'm gonna have a cool kid, do some things and get himself in trouble and probably get crushed alive and dead.
What? Is this gonna be how you explain his death?
Exactly! The real body's hidden already, but don't worry, I've arranged for some things.
I love that the most innocent one in our party is brought a homicidal into the maze.
What you can tell is, like,
Brilliant.
his Flumph body is in the center of where the kid would be, and he's using his tentacles for all, like, the limbs and head and stuff.
No!
I'm like,
Oh no!
He has that one hand that is waving. He's like, hi, human hand.
how do you think this is gonna work? They're not gonna believe that.
He looks pretty normal. He actually looks really well.
He rolled really high.
He rolled a 19 on his disguise check.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
The rolls I had him do were ridiculous. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
In Elven to Thursday, he's not coming with us when we're done.
Oh yeah, no, I'll fucking kill him myself. Yeah, no. I'll get Mishka a new pet.
Yeah, maybe a puppy.
Oh no, there was these really cool, like, big cats in a cave once, and they were gone last time we went, but like, they had kids, and they were pretty cool, and they're gonna be giant and like murderous, so we wanted one of them, or a dinosaur.
The dinosaur
So
does
get a
sound
bigger
pretty
apartment.
good.
No, what you were supposed to say after that is like, maybe a puppy.
Yeah,
That was the
maybe.
proper response.
You should just want to pet.
I'm gonna get Mishka the biggest pet.
And of course, it would be Thursday doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll teach her to drink coffee and watch TV.
Yes.
So Fall, using his
Could you
perfectly normal
imagine
human
Fall
hand,
with
is going to
coffee?
open the door and hang out.
Oh,
This is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, if we are not properly compensated for all this shit. Oh,
I've done some really fucked up things, and this is freaking me out.
I just steal shit.
I just kind of murder people, and now this is a bit much. I mean, I suppose if I couldn't like do this, and then he's gonna. Where's my button? I gotta post it in chat in case people have forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go through like 3 forms real fast. If I couldn't do this, maybe, but like, it's pretty disgusting.
Look, Paul's the only one that noticed the kid detective that was onto your case. You had to eliminate them.
Yeah. The kid detective decided to follow the 3 what they assume are prostitutes around the building.
What are these mysterious prostitutes up to? What could they be?
That's what I ask myself all the
Nothing good.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Breaking into things. And then all of a sudden a Flumph with a knife sneaks up behind him and just shanks him in the kidney.
It's always the kidney. It's always the kidneys.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta go for them.
Alright, so what's your plan? You have a volunteer to find in amongst the family, and then a head of a family to convince to arrive at a place either through force or words.
Well, it doesn't
No.
have to be a willing volunteer to be the vessel, so.
Oh,
No,
no, it
willing
does
might-
not.
Might be a little easier, but I'll leave that one up to you.
I'm just gonna say that the one dude who knows most about what we're up to here
Mm-hmm.
is currently asleep very close by. And
Is
this
he-
kind
Of family blood, though.
Why else would they keep him
Why would you keep me around? Someone who stabs people for a living.
Yeah, but they don't
You need
like you.
people. Yeah, but no one likes me.
They like you.
Oh, well then.
You bring booze.
That's yeah. I'm out of them now because you've drank in my entire flask.
Oh, fuck. I like you less.
Maybe you can spend some time learning to like me more when you work on your lockpicking.
The shade! Stick my lockpick somewhere fucking later.
Anyway, what is the plan?
We need to find someone of Dandro blood.
How do we know it?
Yeah, we figured
I have no idea.
Like, again, just do like one of those DNA tests I saw on the TV and wait for the results in 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, this take a long time.
Yeah.
I don't
really
think I
wanna
have.
do one to see if I have any family. It'd be weird.
That'd be very strange. But I don't think I have anything to help here with this one.
I don't know, locate object, locate the right kind of blood.
Hey,
Like the magic
don't.
tool.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
no,
that's
magic
not
box.
how that works.
Fucking bow and a knife, like.
You just have to like stab people in the fingers to get some blood out, so that it's like dying in an object now, and just like like locate Dandro blood. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
I mean, you technically have a bucket full of it.
yeah.
Oh, but no, you don't have a bucket full of it because it's not technically related to the family. Oh, accurate. Oh, but you have a flump covered in it.
We do have a flump covered in blood.
Yeah, which may or may not be Dandro blood.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the flump could help with that if he doesn't, kill another child?
Maybe?
Hey, Fal.
Oh, he went out. Remember?
Oh
Oh,
no.
In his kid suit.
Yep.
Uh-huh. It appears as though he has experience in disguising himself as a totally human and not a flump. And puppeting like a human thing.
We've been sleeping in a room with this dude.
Well, he hasn't attacked us.
Yeah,
He
but
did.
it's like,
He did try to rob me.
oh shit, what's his
Well.
name?
Well, successfully robbed me.
Who's my friend
Yeah,
that
that's
has
true.
his weird skeleton mother that eats people and has like a pig farm?
Ah, yes, I can.
Bob?
Bob.
Excuse me?
Bob. It's Bob. Yeah, at least with Bob, we knew beforehand he was okay with murder. You know, I knew what I was getting into with Bob. Bob was pretty upfront about all
To be
this.
fair, Fal did have a knife to start with.
Yeah, a knife. I have a knife. I don't have skin suits. Like, that's not what I find fun.
The voice of Rousseau will be like, to be fair, he did mention stabbing people a lot.
I mean, I've stabbed a lot of people. I
Yeah,
didn't
but-
wear their skin.
Oh, have you tried it?
No. I watched a movie about it. It wasn't great. Like, it didn't seem like a fun time.
So, I guess who are we looking for? How do we tell if this idiot's, the one we need?
I don't think we have a way to figure it out.
We could just bring him and ask. And if
And
it's
ask
not, we'll leave him tied up, go grab the next person. You know, we're already kidnapping 2 people total and murdered a child, so, you know,
Well, we didn't murder the child.
We didn't.
my affiliation will be classed as murdering the
No, I think more Mishka would, not us.
child. Sorry, Mishka.
I mean, I kind of, I guess.
He's just like sweating.
There was a
Fine.
you forgot all about the assault on a random old man. Like he's lost like a bucket's worth of blood. Too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's okay,
Oh,
he's
man.
been stitched back together.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could have dealt with that in more of a less messy way, but
That's not as important as killing a child.
apparently not.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was a room like a family shrine. Did it have like pictures of people?
Yeah.
Probably like I'll say what that was is probably a lot of pictures of the main family.
Okay.
So they probably don't have a. The main family does have more members than just the current head of the family. His son is here too.
Well, time to kill another son. Let's go.
Let's go.
I mean, he did have 2 grandchildren, now 1 grandchildren with him also.
Yeah.
I don't feel like this ghost is gonna want to be a child.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the ghost
No.
might want to be a child.
Mm-hmm.
Children are easier to trust.
I'm just gonna say, he's been dead a little while.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna, like,
that's
get his rocks off, and I don't think
Yeah.
he's gonna do that as a child, so,
that's fair. No, that's fair.
yeah. And quite frankly, I've seen 1 dead child walking around already. I don't need to see 2.
Okay.
So let's get
So-
his father.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't passed any like records rooms or anything.
Not that you found.
Not that we saw that.
So out in the 2nd floor hall, there actually is a slight commotion. A woman seems to be like doing like some like calling out for someone and looking around. Just outside the door of one of the rooms. She's then going to go in the room, and a man that you will definitely recognize as the person that you're currently looking for will come out of the room in kind of like a loose dress, like a dressing gown for like night stuff, you know. Kind of muttering something under his breath.
Should we see what the emotions?
You there, harlots! Help me look for my son.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Come now.
All right, we'll follow them.
Yeah.
Let us check downstairs. My wife will check up here on the 3rd floor. He is probably just getting something from the kitchen, but she is concerned.
I mean, technically he was at some point trying to get something from the kitchen. Yeah. That's
He'll head down towards the kitchen, take a look around, not be able to find anything. He'll probably yell at a lot of you to just, like, spread out, look around.
Okay. How many people are around this guy?
Currently, it's just you folks and him. They haven't reached the point in time where they're actually concerned about the son. It's more like he wandered off to go do something early in the morning when he should have been still in bed, kind of thing, you know? It hasn't reached the, oh my god, my child is missing level yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna signal to the other 2, like, should we knock him out?
I'm gonna do something really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remember how I don't cast a spell and actually just look at what it says.
Mm-hmm.
There's the button, okay.
Always good to check what their spells do. We're casting them.
I don't remember how this spell fully works because it's been a month. On a failed save, does charm person reveal you were trying to charm them? Because I genuinely don't remember. Or on a successful save on their part.
I honestly
I don't know.
don't know off the top of my head. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by. Okay, so it wouldn't know until the spell ends.
And
So I guess if it made it save, it would know you tried something. If it failed to save after the charm would be done, it would know you did something.
it's a real Hail Mary, but I don't want to do that yet. We could. We could try, I guess. We could keep him distracted. I have some things I could try.
Alright, I'll be back up and whack him up the upside of the head with my gun.
I'm just gonna look at another spell.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get a good look at what this child looked like?
Sure.
Oh, this is a real rude
Oh,
thing I'm
no.
about to do.
Oh,
no.
So off in the corner of the room, sort of away from doors, I'm gonna illusion up his child,
Uh-huh.
sit like sort of cowering in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna point. I think that's him, and I'm gonna signal Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He'll say something, start heading over there. I will roll something for him. Let's see here.
Please work.
What is your DC?
My DC is, let me check. I think it's 15, but let me look. It's 15.
Just check here. That's what I want to use. That's not what I want to use. But it's 15, and I have doubts that. Okay. He's yelling something at the boy, like very just like sternly talking towards the thing, but in Kozakoran. And your image is not really responding.
Thursday, you can go.
Yep, I'm gonna try and sneak up behind him and whack him with the gun.
Okay.
Of the gun.
Making a attack with advantage.
What?
Actually,
What do I use? It's the butt of the gun. I only have to
yeah.
I don't know how that was.
Roll a d20.
Just roll a d20.
Could I give a bardic inspiration? I probably couldn't have time to give an inspiration on this.
Probably not. Roll a
No.
d20 if you could.
With advantage. So roll 2 of them.
Actually, just roll a normal d20 because I think you're improvising a weapon, which I think is disadvantage. So
I don't actually know.
I'm
I
not
think
sure
so,
on the
yeah.
compromise. Yeah.
I can look it up really fast.
Yeah. We'll roll at least one d20. If we need to roll you another d20, we can see what it is. So just roll a straight old d20 and let's see what you roll.
A 6.
Okay, 6 is not great.
My webpage is loading slowly.
Oh, hang on.
Can you reroll
wait.
something?
Oh wait, no, that's extra damage. That's not.
Why is
extra
it's not loading properly?
Because I have sneak attack, so if you didn't see me coming.
It's not
You would get
loading.
your proficiency bonus, so you would at least have 10 if it's assumed a melee attack. I don't.
Bro, please work for Google, for God's sake.
We asked this.
Oh,
Improvised.
my browsers are not wanting to work today. I don't know why.
Improvised weapon 5e. Let me just check it.
I want to say it is a disadvantage, but I'm not sure.
They do talk about it under Roll 20. Here it is.
There's a tag for improvised on Roll20.
Sometimes weapons doesn't have, characters don't have their weapons attacked with whatever hand. Improvised weapon includes any object you wield in one or two hands. Oh, okay. Do roll with advantage, so roll a second time.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't get your proficiency bonus is the thing. Uh-huh.
You can do it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Can I also try to hit him with
Yeah, I mean, you
my
both
gun?
could try.
Yeah.
Yeah, because clearly we need a little
I feel
more.
like at that point I should have just gone to punch him in the back of the head.
Yeah. All right.
Done.
So Mishka, what are you hitting this guy with?
With her gun.
You're just gonna take the gun out of my hand and whack him with it?
I
Okay.
think like
we-
punch him.
No, we also have a gun. I
Yeah.
think we found extra guns.
Oh yeah, we found a bunch of guns.
Yeah.
All right. Roll a d4
A
plus strength.
plus strength.
Uh-huh.
What's my strength? It's I'm freaking blind. It's +2, so I think it's 4.
He'll just gonna go. Ah! What are you doing?
It's,
All right. I guess roll some initiative. Let me throw out the turn order thing, and everybody throw out some tokens. He's still quite conscious.
We're
As the two of you are just like trying to club him in the back of the head. I will roll. I will roll a d20 here. See what he rolls.
I also got a 16. But then I took my token.
Alright, all of you go before him. Please do something clubbingly. Let's see if you can knock him out before he acts again. He is now very aware of your attack and hasn't done much because he's just honestly surprised. He's yelled out, "What the hell are you doing?" in very broken common.
I'm just looking. Spell.
So Docs. Got him right there.
I do remember this because if I knock him down to 0, he just goes unconscious. So I'm gonna attempt another spell. I'm gonna whisper some spooky things at him. It's level 1, so he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, he certainly fails.
That's 3d6 psychic damage. It's 14 damage.
He's still up. He's not looking good. Thursday, Mishka, the both of you go at the same time. One of you choose to go.
It's completely up.
He's a guy in a nightgown. He's not that defensive.
You're gonna stab him?
I'm just gonna
we need
stab
him. We need him alive. Technically, I think a stab might be a bit much.
I mean,
You could punch him,
I could just punch him in the face.
Yeah.
or the dick first. I mean, that's the target to go for.
I'm just gonna punch him in the face. But Fuzzy is above dick punching. Unless it's
I
just
find that
something.
hard to believe.
I don't know how punching works, so I don't punch things.
It's an unarmed attack, which you are not a monk, so it's. I don't think you get proficiency. It should just be a d20 and then a d4.
Yeah, just do 220 again.
Because you're not a monk.
Nope.
If you were a monk, you could actually just kill this fucker.
16!
Alright, you punch him. Please, you will roll your d4 plus your strength modifier plus sneak attack because Bishka's right there.
Plus strength is 1, so let's do that first and I'll roll my sneak attack. That's 4.
You,
Plus my sneak attack
yeah.
plus 36.
Yep.
Oh, that is 2 odds. That's not enough.
The mistyping of Primal Wolf. Alright, so, like, you do manage to, like, crack him in the jaw, as Mishka kind of distracts him for a second, as, like, he kind of, like, you can, like, see a tooth fly out, as then he kind of just falls over unconscious, like, holding his head from, Dox's attack. Thump.
Well, that's sorted. He may have some minor brain damage, but tie him up, please, quickly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's...
I mean, she quickly pulls her but because
There's a tooth in my knuckle.
You'll be fine. I also wisp away the child illusion.
Alright, so let's try and tie this fucker up and gag him.
yeah.
I'm gonna gag him with his dressing gown tie.
Okay.
So now he's just in his dressing gown, and I assume that everyone can now see his underpants.
Is I'm blanking on name. Lizard folk.
Vercel.
Vercel, is Vercel with us?
Sure.
I'm gonna request if Vercel has a spell slot left to cast tongues on me.
I will check.
I don't know if Vercel has spell slots left.
I will check what spell slots Vercel has. Vercel apparently has one spell slot left, which looks to be enough for tongues, actually.
I'd like to request a tongue.
Sure.
Good. I'm going to...
Wait, she might have used tongues already.
I don't know if she did or not.
I'm actually unsure if she cast it today.
Yeah.
Does she get anything back?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting it. It's like you know a certain number of them, and then you can just use them.
Oh
Okay, so
yeah, yeah.
I have to remember it's not Pathfinder 5e.
Yeah, right.
You've slightly more flexibility. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So you're fine.
So I'm gonna take a good look at this guy. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do this. Have I seen? No, I will. I'm gonna look at this guy, get a good look at him. I'm gonna change into him,
Okay.
and I'm going to support. This is gonna be a little weird, as you watch Docs shift into this man who's on the floor unconscious. I need his clothing.
No.
Oh, okay.
And Docs is gonna take the dude's clothes.
So the dude
Change.
is now naked.
He's still got hopefully he sleeps in his underwear.
Oh, you're just taking the dressing gown.
I'm taking the dressing gown.
Okay.
Okay, you.
He probably is naked under the dressing gown.
That's
we'll
fine.
Give you that, yeah. So he's
Yeah,
like,
that's fine.
he's a man probably in like his late 30s, early 40s. He's actually in pretty good shape for businessman. Seems to keep in good shape. He's just very naked right there, unconscious.
Shame. And then Doc is gonna go and look for the head of the family.
Should we stop moving him?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Where
All
would
right.
they?
As you're going by the room, you'll see this older woman talking with what appears to be the woman who you're assuming is the wife of the person you're now impersonating. And she'll be like, and she'll say, you'll understand it because Dunks, dear, she saw Tetsuro. He was running outside the main gates. He waved to her. The groundskeeper. He went off into the woods. Why would he go out so early in the morning?
I don't know. I need to speak to. Did I ever learn the head of the family's name?
I may have told you it, and I don't remember.
I think we would definitely know him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were told.
Shoot.
The dude told us, I believe.
Yeah. But you know who you're acting as father, though. You should know.
Yeah. I can. Servants, get some people. We can go after him.
The old lady will be like, I will see who I can speak to. Let me get my fellow people, and don't talk to them. Uh-huh.
Okay. Someone should alert. Insert name of head of family.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to go and see if maybe he can get more people?
Here's your father. He could probably wake up the entire family and organize them.
Okay,
Of course.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and rush off.
He must help his grandson. Tetsuro.
Okay, I'm gonna go try and find this man.
Okay. I believe I said he was at. I think it's either this room or this room. I can't remember. One of those rooms. I think it was this room. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the second floor here.
I'll
So,
just move
mhm.
there. It's down to the door. Before I barge in,
Mhm.
I'm going to Bardic Inspiration myself.
Okay.
Because I may need it for
Okay.
some rolls. And for more reference, the ghost boy that we met is in the family shrine.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna knock on the door.
Mhm. First, there's no response.
Do I knock harder?
Eventually, you'll hear, "Who dares disturb me?"
I forget what the child's name was.
I think I just called him like Tetsuro or something.
That's right.
We'll call him Kenny.
Here, I'll call him Kenny. Sure.
Kenny.
Little Kenny's gone missing.
Kenny.
Well, we missed a chance with Timmy.
Little Timmy.
Little Timmy's gone missing.
What?
He's gone.
Timmy's
They
not
saw
doing
him.
well.
They saw him running into the forest. We're organizing a search party in the family shrine room. We really need you there to help us.
Fools. Fine. Awake the others. I will go head down there as soon as I can.
Okay. And I'm gonna leave
Mhm.
to go with the search party and
Uh-huh.
leave these people, the group, to deal with
Uh-huh.
this man.
Uh-huh. It's unfortunate that, in the long run, only Kenny's torn off face and hand will be found. It'll assume that a wild boar tore him apart, eating him bones and all, and managed to unfortunately only leave a hand and face behind. As that is all that will be found.
Doc's just gonna start fucking hamming it up with some
A
crying.
wild dire boar will have gotten him. Kenny was warned about the forest when he'll be found days later.
Poor Kenny.
His claws torn up, blood-stained. Mainly because there was a flumph inside it that was covered in his blood anyway.
Oh, this poor family.
Uh-huh.
Took such a ton of so for it.
This has made me. Oh God, I had to mute to just laugh a few times.
Also, one of the servants will be found with a horrible blood anemia and will need an emergency
No, yeah.
emergency call out to see if he will live. In the meantime, out in the family shrine, let's find out what else happens to this family that's just awful.
Yeah, Docs isn't gonna be here for that one.
Uh-huh. Dox is already leading a search party out, which is having very little but no success. I was saying, like, no success whatsoever in finding poor Kenny, wherever he's wandered off to in the massive forests and nature preserves that mostly cover this island. Happens when you wander out there and get lost.
Poor kid.
Mm-hmm.
Should have just stayed in his fucking bed.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't have investigated. Instead, you get murdered.
Chat. This is what happens when you steal snacks at midnight. All right.
That little shit was in the fridge, stuffing his face. And
This is what happens when you steal from the fridge.
Mm-hmm. Really, he heard people coming, and that was his disguise. Uh-huh. He was trying to be extra sneaky. The kid made his checks. He's just like, I'm totally stuffing my face. Who is there? Oh, it's you.
you're threatening me, and I'm pissing myself.
Mm-hmm. It was all an act. He was all onto you.
He was actually a halfling detective.
No, I say Kenny, kid detective extraordinaire, who'd gone on many a case and adventures, who met his untimely end out in a forest out here.
Should have suspected the Flumph kid.
Oh God. All right. Let's long story short this entire thing here, just because we've already had a lot of insanity. You'll have the knocked out guy there. As soon as you arrive with him, the spirit will start his ritual. He will dump the blood all over the body as, like, you'll, like, see, like, it looks like almost spiritual chains on the spirit break. As then he'll call forth, like, all these, like, the spirits from it and kind of, like, seemingly pull himself from what exists now in this realm into the body in front of him. You'll see, like, what's left over. It seems to be a skeleton, which actually will fall to the floor, which... that's the first time that Mishka, who is there, will actually see something of signs other than, like, blood mysteriously spilling on this guy from something that's floating, and then, like, the bucket urn thing glowing a little bit, and then a set of bones that seem charred appear on top of the altar and just fall down.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they appear out of nowhere. As the old man will kind of be like, what is this here? And then... with this kind of, like, terrible, like, scream, the man on the floor will get up. And he'll kind of, saunter over. It's like, what is going on? Where is the rest of the folks? Who cares? It is time for me to reclaim my family, my place. It has been too long. I have been trapped in the world between so. What? He'll kind of grab the old man's head, and then he'll twist with a snapping motion,
Nice.
and then he'll just, like,
Okay.
throw his foot into the guy's chest, and just do this, like, yanking motion, and pull off his head.
Oh, hell yeah.
Then he'll kind of, like, toss the head to the side, throw his hand down the stump, pull out, like, the beating heart, and then just consume it.
Nice.
As you'll see now, like, the man's kind of got, like, very, like monstery eyes and claws in his body now, like, that he didn't have before. It is good to be alive again. Well, I must now go take care of my new family. But you need something. Yes. First, let us fix you and your friends. Let us tear away this old curse in reality. As he'll kind of then pick up the head again, and he'll, like, seemingly, he'll, like, chant something in, like, a kind of, religious chant, as the eyes and mouth will kind of go open in the head and kind of glow, and I'll kind of, like, wave it over you, and you and Vercel will be back in the normal realm. And then he'll just toss the still bleeding head to you, and it says, show that to your other friend, to bring them back to the real world.
Okay.
Look within my burned-out husk. Deep within where my heart may be, you will find what you seek. A key to a place deep in the dark. I would hurry and take your leave of this place, as there are things going on now, deaths and violence.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, we should go.
That key opens something in the old storehouse. Good luck. To be alive again after thousands of years feels so good. And he'll just
Eat
leave.
the breakfast sausage tomorrow.
Today?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
more like
today.
today. When does dogs
Yeah.
get that?
Yep.
Nice. He did a fatality.
Yep, he did a fatality. Uh-huh. Yeah. Seems like he's not a nice guy at all. But he's back.
I mean,
You kind of figured he wasn't.
our actions resulted in the death of the child, so.
Mm-hmm. They're technically, your actions have resulted in 3 deaths and 1 maybe death.
Eh.
We're not sure. I'm just gonna say you're probably not gonna fall off in that servant guy that lost a large amount of his blood will survive or not. He was old. He probably will die.
He'll be fine. He'll go to a farm upstate.
Mm-hmm. Farm
Live
upstate.
there forever.
Also, that guy who's like soul he just horribly destroyed and replaced in a body. That's
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, there are horrible like alien Cthulhu monsters that are bothering you, Docs, until you get back and you get to see a glowing severed
kind of
head
like
that'll bring you back
Used to
home.
them at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you got there? Why do you have a head?
Oh yeah, look at it.
It'll
Do I
like
have
glow.
to?
It'll like
Stare
glow and
into its
scream.
eyes.
End my suffering.
Am I back to like
Yeah.
not
You're
our
back,
reality?
and the head's speaking to you.
No, I'm good.
Rah!
It's already been a weird enough night. Just shut up.
Rah! It'll start spouting things, probably in Kosakuran, that are probably curse words. Anyway, a Fal will also show up, not in a kid disguise. Well, that went well.
Ugh.
What did you do?
I mean, I led a search party around in circles. What did you do? And she's gonna point at Thursday.
Ah!
Why do you
Oh, the
have
head.
that? Is there still a
It was a
skeleton on the
gift.
floor?
Oh yeah, well I guess they probably met you in like there's so many of you in the room there and the family altar. Yeah, there's a skeleton that's like lying in
Right.
pieces over the altar. There's a like body whose head's been torn off and who's like obviously something's been torn out of their like torso, very violently. And there's a severed head that's in one of their
I
hands.
have a
Speaking.
lot of questions.
Oh, it's
We should
like
get the
that.
key from the bones. Says
Yeah.
herself.
I'm gonna
What am I doing with this head?
throw it in the fire.
Ah! No, you will not end me. I seek revenge now. Yes, idiots.
I'm just gonna grab the
take
head.
me with you.
I'm just gonna grab the head, go to the nearest window, and just throw it.
Ah!
I was gonna put it under the bed. Oh, okay.
I will have revenge.
Revenge!
There's
Alright,
a
so
really
where's-
window out of here. I think I could like chuck it over the wall
Yeah,
somewhere.
just like chuck it somewhere. No.
And you'll find a key and a skeleton. And when we do that, why don't we take our first break here a little later?
Oh, good lord.
So much stuff has happened this first
love
half.
it.
So many things.
The deaths will be like Kenny Dandro found dead, eaten by a wild boar. The eldest Dandro found
Bled to death.
bled to death with head explosion-diness. He's missing his head and heart. I mean, it's yeah,
Oh my
it's-
god.
Really
He's
bad product,
I mean, I feel
actually.
like this news isn't gonna get out of the family.
No.
They're gonna give a nicer
To be fair, right?
version.
Uh-huh.
They did have this whole sacrifice chamber thing, so like
Yeah.
it could definitely have been something gone wrong. Hello?
God, it's so good.
So we'll let everything mull over for a few minutes as we do drinks, bathroom breaks, snacks, anything like that, and we'll be back in a few just to continue this interesting thing, and then you can maybe go get an eye. We'll be back
Fun
shortly.
and exciting adventures.
Boop-a-da-boop-a-da, we're back in. Awesome. All right, hey, welcome back, everyone. Oh, that was a wonderful first part there. So, you will find that there is a charred blackened key inside the body of the seemingly, like, blackened bones that are now strewn about the area, within the rib cage, exactly where he told you to find it. You've thrown a talking head deep out of the building, and then there's just a corpse here lying with the four of you waiting around. There does seem to be a lot of activity going around the household.
We should move.
Yeah, we should get to the storage room. Get
I'm just gonna do something. And Mantle of Whispers. Gonna Mantle of Whispers the beheaded guy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just gonna watch as the shadow of this beheaded corpse is just like absorbed into Dox, and then the Dox is just gonna fucking run.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright, the storage area is not far outside. Previously, when you saw it, it did have a, like an electronic lock on the outside of the building, like a newer installed lock. What's your plan right now?
Can I see if the key fits?
It doesn't.
No, Yeah, I didn't think so.
Mhm. He said he used the key in the building, though, too, somewhere. So, I mean, like, you gotta get in there first.
Can I try and pick the newer lock?
Sure! Disadvantage. Because it's...
Okay. Disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually really good. So, you struggle with it a bit, but, like... You don't necessarily know much of what you're doing, but you kind of, like, figure out, like, from just, you know, probably a little bit of TV, a little bit of guesswork, you know, like, you kind of just, like, well, maybe just pop this open and, I don't know, pull this out. You basically pull a couple of wires out, probably, like, destroying the thing in a way, but also you ended up opening the door. You're like, it's done.
After you two.
no, ladies first. I insist.
I'll go in. Ah! Well, as a brandishes knife and head in there.
Mishka immediately runs after him.
Don't
It's-
let him kill anything else.
It's not the
and
blood-soaked knife, though. It's the
Doc is
non-blood-soaked knife, because you have more than one.
Doc's just gonna wander in.
Uh-huh.
Can Mishka snatch the knife away from him?
Ah! I need that, just in case there's someone to shank.
I'll give it back when there's danger.
There's always danger.
Not right now.
So, it's a storeroom of some kind. It seems to have, 3 floors to it. There's a ladder that leads in between the various floors. It looks like boxes and crates of things, old furniture. It looks like, sets of, like, looks to be some, like, old, probably antique weapons and armor here. Most of it's in relatively poor condition. Obviously, it's just stored kind of in here. Nothing that's really expensive. Pretty simple things that probably were for things like for the soldiers' quarters. My niece yelling about pizza.
I mean, if you're gonna yell about pizza, you gotta yell about pizza. It's very important.
I just, like, as I hear her going by, I'm like, it's like, what? Distraction. There's obviously, like, a staircase, with well, there's, like, a big, like, trap door that probably leads down to, like, a basement area, too. The, trap door is got a big, like, padlock on it.
Key?
This key doesn't fit in this padlock.
Well,
Do you want some help?
no, I got this.
Well, Thursday isn't looking. Oh, too late. You already made the roll. I was gonna sneakily give you an inspiration, but now you don't get it. You rolled too fast.
Fucking good.
Well, you don't get into this lock.
You sure you don't want any help?
Fucking fine.
I sing a little passive-aggressive tune because Thursday got loud with me, and now you have a bardic inspiration. So that's a D8 plus your roll. You can choose to use it here, or you can use it later. It only lasts 10 minutes.
I'll use it here. Let's just go.
Okay.
I think it's a D8 at the level on that.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
You get an effort, like you're this time, like, you know, like you're like, come on, you just need a little bit of like passive aggressive inspiration. You're like, whatever. It's almost like you're not even paying attention the second time. You're just like doing it by instinct, and all of a sudden you're like, click. Like before, when you were concentrating on it, you were just messing up here and there, trying to get into the lock, you know. And now you're just like, click. Oh.
As soon as I hear the padlock like open, I'm gonna pat Thursday on the back and just whisper, "See, sometimes anger just makes you do things a little better." And
Sweet, a sword. Ah!
No!
no.
Cut off your tentacle. Put that shit down.
I also got a spear. He's got like a
Holy
short
shit.
spear and a walkie-talkie.
He keeps snatching everything he picks up that's sharp. So now
I'm
she's just
gonna-
got an armful of weapons.
You also notice that, like, after you've done that, you also notice that he's got something floating inside him. It looks like a flintlock pistol in a bag.
I don't know if we should trust him with that one.
Please get it out.
I'm not
What?
putting
I
my
don't know
hand in there.
anything.
I am not
Well,
touching
I
this
will
thing.
stick my hand in your fucking mouth and pull it out with your insides.
He'll give you. Fine, take it.
She sighs and takes the thing away from him.
Uh-huh.
She's like,
I don't want kids. I don't want homicidal kids.
I mean, this isn't really a child.
It feels like a fucking child.
No, it feels like people I've worked with before.
It killed a child.
Yeah, that's the one you're thinking.
Oh, okay. So what have we actually got here? What did we get?
Well, I got the sweet samurai helmet that you haven't taken from me.
You don't
He
have
can't kill.
shit
He
to
can't
stuff.
kill anyone with it. Let him keep it.
Okay.
It looks cool.
It's on him. Do you really want it? Might be covered in slime.
It's just like sitting on his head because it doesn't fit it. So it's just like sitting on top of it.
Is it fitting on top?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just look around, I guess, on this floor for what we're looking for, and also things to steal.
Sure.
Where's my boot? There's my boot. Investigation. Or-
Investigation would be more appropriate.
I'm really bad at it. I don't see shit.
Nope.
Creature or object.
I'm
gonna
gonna
use
minus
my
what?
eye for detail
Mm-hmm.
This is weird.
and use my wisdom to spot hidden objects.
Okay.
Am I rolling at a why is this a 2 minus 1?
You're proficient at it, but you also have
I don't,
-1.
but I don't have a negative intelligence. My intelligence is a +0.
Yeah, it's saying a -1 to intelligence. That's weird.
I'm gonna check because this sheet updated recently. It may have messed with something.
Yeah, it could have done. If an update could have messed with it. I mean, there's a couple of things you can probably identify as obviously expensive. Nothing small though. Like a lot of the items you find are like, oh, there's like an old vase, which is like, one of those vases that are like 4 foot tall, and you're like, that's probably got value to it, but like, I'm not moving that. There's like a couple of paintings that might be valuable, but they're large. Nothing small though.
So are we looking for something specific in here? That's what we're doing?
Oh,
An artifact, the eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also
I
looking
think
for a
I-
place you can use a big key. But apparently when you use the key, you'll find it.
Alright, so can I use, like, I don't know. Is it perception or investigation?
Well, you can investigate in this area or perceive in this area. Like, this is on the first floor. You haven't gone down in the basement or onto the other floors. So far, no one has found anything on this floor, the first floor, the first entry.
I think I figured out what it's doing. It's deciding instead of just to roll it with a +1, to roll it with a +2 and then minus out a 1, so it's a +1.
Hmm.
That's weird. Yeah, because I have a 1 in investigation.
Yeah, it says +2.
No.
It might be something to do with Jack of all trades, because that's Bard things.
Me.
That's a weird formula, though, for Jack of all trades.
Yeah, but it maths out correctly.
Yeah, no one seems to find anything else of, like, specific value or a place to put this key on the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's head down.
Right.
Is there a second floor?
There was 3 floors to the building. There's like a ladder, like a slightly angled ladder that leads up to the second floor. And you don't know about the third floor.
Well, I'll climb up,
Okay.
I suppose.
Alright. This area here, there's like a... It looks to be a collection of stuff for like for the household and stuff. This looks to be things like there's archery equipment here for like the training grounds. There's some stuff that's obviously would have been used in the dojo. Some various weapons, like training weapons and things like that.
Ishu is actively blocking the arrows, by the way.
Mhm.
So Fall can't grab them.
What kind of weapons are up here?
This looks like more training stuff. There's
Okay.
a couple of actually like blades, but a lot of them have mostly dulled edges. It looks like, again, for training purposes.
Yeah.
They also have like wooden weapons and stuff too for training purposes. Bows and arrow. There's probably a number of pole arms. There are some actual ones, but they look again like more like training versions of them because they're not as fancy. So probably something that someone, if they're training with various types of weapons, would use to practice rather than their actual ones. There's also some stuff for like taking care of the grounds and things here. So it looks like this section of the place is actually the one that's used. Like downstairs just look to be like on the first floor a little bit of like general, here's some stuff we put into storage that maybe we'll want to access. This looked to be like actual like stuff that's useful that might be actually used for certain events in the building. Granted, probably some of this stuff hasn't been used in decades, you'd say, because it is very like dusty up here. But there might have been one time when the family would like have people training in the archery grounds here and hanging out there and like working
Makes
on that.
sense. Okay.
There's again another ladder leading up to the third floor.
Yeah, I don't see any fancy goalies.
Yeah, there's like nothing to steal. I'm just gonna go up.
Okay. Up on the third floor, it seems to be a place that is got a couple of like large like wall scrolls that are seemingly like hung up here, and it also looks to have like a set of old samurai armor, not like the one that was on display in the household, because you did see the one that was on display there. This one seems to be a little bit more well worn and probably not quite as good. Also up here, you see a number of crates that are unopened. And there also seems to be like an old display case that is empty. That's up here.
Does the display case have a lock on it?
Yes, the lock is unlocked, it looks like. So it looks like someone has emptied the display case at some point in time. It's very unusual to be all the way up here. The only thing you can say is maybe this was the weapons to go with the armor that was up here. And they've been long since taken, but the armor was left behind.
I'm gonna look for secret areas again.
Sure.
I will help, so if it's a roll, you have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I have advantage.
Yeah, because I'm doing a help action.
Sweet.
Okay. No, you don't find anything. You take a look around. This looks to be most of the stuff that's up here.
You're good at this, guys.
My passive perception is so much higher.
I'll give you some stuff with your passives too. Is the thing, like if there was something that was coming up with a 5 bonus that would make a difference, I would let you know. In this case, the thing that you do notice is that the posters all have the same kind of like signature to it. Granted, this is like a very stylized Kozakoran language, very like very calligraphal signature, but it seems to be the same one on both of the posters.
Can I look underneath them?
I guess they're like, as I said, they're like wall scrolls that you'd hang up. So I mean, you could definitely look underneath them. There's nothing behind them. They're just on the wall.
God damn it, the paintings were the secret last time.
Uh-huh.
It's not always painting.
Oh! I don't know if you could cast this for Cell who was here.
I am out of magic.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
I was gonna say, couldn't relocate object on the lock for this feat. Yeah, okay.
I have not had a chance to... Wait. I have not had a chance to regain my spells.
Oh shit, I am.
I am Purcell.
Oh my god.
Do not worry about me. I am clever replacement for Purcell.
I am definitely not related to Anne.
Look, I'm just gonna give voice for everybody. You know, if you're missing, then whoever your character is goes Scottish. I'll do robot for word.
Can't wait to see what happens when I miss a session.
I don't know yet. I haven't had a
French.
chance. This is the way. Let me transform myself.
I
Yeah,
like it.
no, that sounds
That's
about right.
Just about right, yeah.
Well, seeing that Thursday's an idiot and failed, I'm gonna sing to myself and try. Investigation.
Sure.
So it's 11 plus a D something, D8.
D6.
Is it D6 at my
Yes.
level? I thought it was
It's
D-
9th
okay.
level. It goes up to D8.
Oh, it's 9th. Okay, D6.
Yeah.
14.
14. Yeah, you don't find anything quite differently.
Unfortunate.
You will notice that, like, in some of the crates seems to be, like, like objects of, like, various types of, like, artistic objects, like pottery, small sculptures and stuff. All of them are marked with a similar marking that you're not quite 100% sure, but the characters seem similar to the ones that the person that actually did the paintings.
Oh, also it is at D8 at the 5th level.
Is it 8th level or 6th level?
5th level, D10, D8 at 5th, a D10 at 10th, and a D12 at 15th.
Oh, that was Song of Rest I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a different one.
Yeah,
It's-
sorry.
We'll just take this roll, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think anything I would have rolled otherwise would have helped.
Yeah. I was thinking that Song of Rest from earlier, yeah. But,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. No, it's hard to say whether or not the stuff that's in the crates are the exact same because, again, the calligraphy on the paintings are much more stylized. But you get the sense that whoever it is at least related. So they're at least probably of the same family, most likely the Andro clan. But again, like, whether they're the exact same person is hard to say. But it looks like someone in the family was quite an artist, and all their stuff is just been left up here. Or at least a couple of people who were artists of the family had their stuff left up here.
Anyone else seeing anything?
I will find out if I see.
Let me look around too.
I clicked it, I think.
It
I'm
might
not
show
sure.
up in a minute. Yeah,
There you go.
we're good.
Yeah.
We're real good.
I do not see anything either. This place seems clear. We must most likely go somewhere else.
Did he say in the building?
There was that place because there were two paths in the hell basement, right? And one path we didn't go down.
One path you're pretty sure were through those large main gates that you all saw that were very sealed off into the mountain.
Is that stuff in the storage room?
Is there another storage room?
You haven't been in the basement.
Oh, there's a basement.
Yeah, you can't forget that Therzy opened the lock and never opened it up.
Yep, yeah.
You got
Yeah, okay, no, that makes sense.
You got distracted by Fall trying to steal the weapon.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Distractions.
Uh-huh.
I like it. Alright, let's check
Let's head to the
basement.
basement.
Alright, you'll head down into the basement, which there's an actual, like, pretty decent staircase that leads down into there. The first floor of the basement actually seems to be some kind of little prison room. This room here has, like, chains on the walls. And you'll see, like, a door on the one wall, kind of opposite where the stairs that came down is, that seems to lead somewhere else. The chains are kind of stained with what looks like maybe blood from people straining at them. There are no signs of anybody in any of them right now. But it does look like these people had their own private prison.
Somehow from the basement, I'm not surprised. Well. Guess I'll just...
Okay. You'll kind of pass through into the next room. In here, it seems to be another large storeroom. It's very dark in here, so I assume anyone that has dark vision is fine. If you don't, you will need light, definitely, by the time you're running into here. All the other floors at least had some kind of spacing for windows and stuff, and as it's getting to be like
Well,
dawn, some light was coming in.
yeah, Don's a little busy doing something else right now.
Bringing the light into the household.
Yeah,
That sounds
not
like
4 globs of light just kind of emanate from Doc's hands.
As you kind of like look into, you can see this place is like a weird collection of all kinds of items. They don't seem just Kozakoran. You can easily detect like there are things from all over the place, probably all over the world here. There are items that look like they probably might have come from the Mwangi Expanse, other places that come from many of the other territories spread throughout not even Toril, all of Toril.
You know, someone likes to collect things. Just find what we're looking for and get out of here.
All
The
right,
question is, will our perception be high enough to
that's a
even...
great question. We'll find out. Go ahead and figure that out.
Yeah.
I'll help someone so one of you gets advantage. Probably I'll help Thursday.
Okay.
'Cause my perception's garbage.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, what am I rolling?
You would roll perception at advantage.
Advantage perception. Let's see how this goes.
I'm not spending my last bardic on you.
Nice.
Okay. Taking a look around, you can tell that a lot of these things are in fact various like artifacts. Many of them seem of particularly like a mixture of reasons. Some of them look definitely like they might be more religious. Other ones much more cultural. There are even things from like Faerun itself that you'll find here. Strange items that look like they could be very old artifacts, but look familiar to you. Some of them are even more older. Something that you like will pick out that you'll like barely be able to recognize seems to be like a manuscript, which seems to be a translated version of some kind of manuscript that says the history of the Netherese people on it. It seems to be like a loose translation in paper form next to this book, which is written in some kind of strange language you do not identify at all. The items that are here are just far and few and impressive, but as you're kind of going along, you'll notice something strange about one of like a cupboard. There's a cupboard that seems to be filled with a bunch of various outfits, which seem to be well, they would have been like fine-looking outfits from back in all of your days that you would have seen in various towns throughout the Sword Coast and such. Looks like a collection of like fashions from, well, your era. But you'll notice that it looks as though this particular piece of furniture has moved before.
Well,
Let's see if I can find a lock.
Don't particularly see a lock. There seems to be some kind of strange puzzle mechanism.
oh no.
Oh my god, are we puzzling? Is it a sliding puzzle? Yeah.
It's a sliding puzzle.
Fuck no!
If it was an actual puzzle, I'd be really good at those, but Doc's dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a puzzle.
Guys, I might need some help with this.
It's just a you really?
Mishka will
It's
help.
weird.
Whoever wants to roll an intelligence check. We'll just do for a sliding puzzle because there's no way I'm throwing you one in like in the game.
Oh god.
We'll just do a jigsaw puzzle.
So let's do a jigsaw puzzle.
An advantage with the helping?
Sure, roll with advantage for an intelligence check.
I'm not spending my last bardic.
Mm-hmm.
I should have spent my bardic.
No.
Nope. Nope. For South like I have no idea. That is very strange.
Alright. Well, sing a little sing a little tune. Use my line as a bardic. I'll try it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna use it. Just fuck it.
Yeah. Okay.
He's super smart. 25.
Yep. You'll just be
Nice.
like click, 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 click. There'll be a noise, and it sounds as though like the wardrobe actually deattaches from the wall, and at that point in time, you can actually swing it open. Behind it is a large metal door that seems to be covered in countless arcane sigils, with what looks to be a large keyhole in the center of it. That seems to be shaped in some kind of Kozakoran demon face. Like some kind of demonic monster of Kozakoran lore. With the mouth, like in the center of the mouth. Almost as if you'd be putting your hands into the jaws is where the keyhole is.
Does anyone else want to do this?
I just solved the puzzle. I think you two can handle this one.
Yeah, sure. I can do.
Okay.
Get this.
Alright. As you put the key into the hole, the jaws will clamp down on your hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does it hurt?
Oh, it hurts. It hasn't done really damage yet, but it hurts a lot. You're like, oh god, okay.
Yeah.
The key in the hole.
Hello.
You kind of put it in there. Your hands are clamped down on it. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Uh-huh.
Let me pry it open.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could try to pry it open.
Well, I mean, if Docs jokingly pulls out a knife, well, I mean, I could always just do this to get you out of there.
No,
See, that's why you take the hand.
this is why I took your weapons. Does anything else happen besides my hand getting crunched?
Nothing. You have the key in the hole. It has not turned the key, though, I will note. It's just
Alright,
getting
can
it.
I turn it?
Sure.
Ooh.
You'll
You're gonna lose
click,
a hand.
and you'll see the various runes across the door kind of glow. Kind of like coming out from where the head is, kind of like radiating out with like a glow, as then they like change color after they kind of glow, as it kind of radiates the edge of the door. And then the hand, the mouth will like let go of your hand. As then like the door will actually like, as it let goes of your hand, withdraw into the wall, and then slide down into the ground. And with like a kind of clicking noise, it'll disappear. Inside is a chamber filled with all kinds of strange, horrible-looking items. There is a dagger that looks like it probably could have been used in blood sacrifices with all kinds of blood stains on it. A strange-looking mask that seems to be of like some kind of like bestial face. There is a ring that looks like it has an actual eyeball emblazoned in it. There is a sword in a case that is oozing black fire from it constantly. And has a kind of, it's like a black blade oozing this black fire with a serrated edge. Of course, in the back of the room is a familiar looking large sphere.
Oh, thank fuck.
We found it.
There's just something very overwhelmingly awful about stepping into this room.
Well,
Should one of us wait outside in case the door closes?
I could go in, and one of you could wait outside if you like.
Including the eye, there's about a dozen items in here. I've only described a few of them.
So who wants to wait outside?
I suppose I can go in.
Are you sure you got your hand stuck? Maybe you should wait outside.
Okay.
No, there's already one waiting outside, and I kind of just start put my arm around Thursday and just start walking in.
Oh, I wish you had booze.
Okay. You begin to hear like whispers all around you as you kind of like move into the room, and as you're kind of moving by it, you hear this voice coming from the dripping blade. It's like, greetings.
Hello.
I shouldn't talk back to it. No, don't talk back to it.
You're the only one that
Right.
hears it, Docs.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
Cause psychic bullshit. Hell yeah. I'm a. Hello? I walk up to the.
Come here.
We're looking for an Eye of Asmodeus.
You should take us all with you. Locked in this room for so long. It's just terrible.
What are you?
Let's just say I've claimed many lives.
Oh, I'm so tempted to grab this thing. Can I? Would I have just from looking at it? Can I figure out what it is?
You get the feeling that it must be an intelligent weapon that is speaking with you. That's something I'll just give you because there is a sword speaking to you. It is obviously it has an evil aura to it. I'm not gonna like have you like roll anything for that as you feel the oppression of like evil in this room, as these are very powerful evil objects in this room. This one obviously you don't know a lot about intelligent magic items. You've probably heard that there are some. Like you don't know how like this would be or where it's from or anything like that. Definitely.
What kind of weapon does it look like?
I give it longsword statistics. You could give me either a history or arcana check to know more about it. I would give you.
I will give a history check.
Okay.
14.
14. You're not sure about it is.
So I'm gonna start walking towards it,
Okay.
unless Thursday's gonna stop me.
Nope.
I'm gonna grab it.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of open up the case and pull out the weapon.
Yeah.
All right. Can you give me a charisma save?
Charisma save. Nope.
Okay.
That one. So 6.
All right. You'll kind of take a look at the weapon for a little bit. And we'll just sheath it. Kind of next to you.
Okay.
Taking it with you.
Nice.
You'll also, I'm gonna guess, grab a bag. You can gather everything in here.
Yeah.
Just take it all in here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take everything.
Uh-huh.
What the sword told me to do.
The sword totally would have told you to do that.
What the nice sword told me to do.
Uh-huh.
The sword wanted his sword friends to come with.
Yeah. Also, it's gonna get lonely. So, what kind of weapon did I get? Statistic-wise, so I could just like throw it in here.
Long sword for now. I will
Okay, I'm
let
just
you
gonna-
know more about it because I have to figure. I have an idea of which things some of these things are, but I don't know all of them.
I'm
Let
just
me
gonna
it that
put.
way.
I'm gonna just put it as longsword with longsword stats and
Mhm.
put it as weird ass weapon in my inventory.
Yes.
Character sheet load, please. So I'm gonna drag a longsword over. No, that's proficiencies. I need the actual item. So I'm gonna grab everything and shove in a bag.
Okay. Cool.
And when I get next to Thursday, did you hear that voice?
Are you talking to magical shit right now?
I heard a voice in my head. Not the usual kind of one that's there after, you know, a night of drinking.
I think that's called a conscience.
I don't think I have one of those. I think that died a long time ago.
Yeah. So, now I I didn't hear fucking shit.
I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna point to this. I'm gonna unsheath this. This thing was talking to me. I think
Oh,
it told me to take it, so I did.
okay. Sure.
I mean, we're looting the place anyways. We might as well, talking or not.
Yeah, okay. Don't stab me with it while I'm sleeping.
I don't know if I can promise that. You have slighted me a lot. You drank all my alcohol. You've shoved me into a van. You were 7 years late.
Look, I'm starting to
Fine, I
feel
won't
a
stab you.
grudge.
No, me?
Look,
What would ever give you that flu?
we let you sleep on a totally not broken sofa.
Come on, let's get out of here.
I wonder if they replaced that yet.
I wonder if your coffee machine has been cut in half.
Oh no.
Okay, let's. I guess look through the. Get out of this room and look through the bag if the eye's there.
You will have the eye. I will have to probably give you a full listing of everything else, which I'm going to have to figure out. We'll just keep that in the back of mind for now, that you have a bag full of 12 items.
Ooh.
Yeah. 12 very pleasant, friendly items that you totally want.
They're definitely not evil.
Definitely
Not even a little.
not horribly evil. Anyway, what's the plan now? You've acquired the orb. Congratulations.
I'm gonna be honest, I think we just get our shit and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really shouldn't.
All right.
I'm very done here. Let's fucking get back to that hotel, gather all our shit, like my sword is there, then my bow, and then just fucking get out of this country.
All right. So you will arrange to leave the island as quickly as possible. There's definitely things going on. You can probably use your contacts, well, him existing to try to get out without the entire, problem of there has been technically 2 known deaths. I mean, there's
Not
a
my
missing
problem.
kid, and there's probably a body found with the entire head torn off, heart ripped out.
Maybe someone found a talking head. well.
That was not found. The talking head was not found.
She's gonna be there forever.
I mean, the talking head will be totally something that will exist and will have something happen with it that will, Mm-hmm. Yup. Alright. I'll probably have to... Why don't we... It's when we take a second break here. We're not having, like, a huge amount. I can look through a few things about, like, some things that you have found and try to give you a bit of information if people want to make, like, history checks or something. And we can then reveal on... we can do that on the break, like, the history check, so I can keep an eye out and let you know the full list of things. So, we'll take a quick break here. Snack, bathroom break, drink, anything like that you need. And we're back in a little bit to see what happens with the Great Escape. Be back. Hi! We are back. Alright. So you have a bag full of evil stuff. You've arranged to leave the household. Which, speaking with your person who brought you, Matabe, Matabe will definitely, like, see this as an excuse to leave. The mysterious death of the father of, or the leader of the of the entire thing, the disappearance of a grandson. Things are going shadily around the area, and the person that's with you, Mutabe, he's going to kind of give all of you a very strange look, you know, when you're kind of like heading back to them. But he won't say anything per se. Because strange things have happened, but it's less like he's blaming you and more like he knows that whatever you did might be involved kind of thing, but he's also not going to say much about it.
I feel like that's a smart decision.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah. You know, we may have possibly murdered a child. He's not sure. Like, he
We
doesn't
didn't.
want to be the next
No,
one
we
killed.
didn't kill the child.
well, it seems as though your business here has concluded, yes?
Yes.
Let us leave this place. As much as I enjoy looking around for my cousin, I am not to be one too involved, and I have business to get back to. Unfortunately, the company cannot be, must continue to be run, even though a child is missing. And the authorities must be contacted on the mainland, especially with mysterious deaths and problems, and medical issues that the nearby city might not be able to take care of. And their authorities. So, I'm going to head back with the rendezvous.
It's a good idea, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, let's fucking go.
Okay, you'll get on, be taken back to the, port city you came into, the area with, and, which is, thank you, load up, Itsuhachi, and he'll, lead you back to the ferry, which will take you back to Odaka, where you were staying. Unfortunately, on the ferry will be a familiar-looking woman and another child with, them,
Oh no.
crying her eyes out. He's like, "What is wrong with my husband? Where is my son?" and then a much younger boy will be, "Masa, everything is okay." But they're saying it in Kozakoran, you know, just, you know, the entire emotional thing of it.
Upon seeing this, Dox is just gonna go to the other side of the
Yeah.
boat.
As you be,
Yeah.
"Oh, Kenny! Kenny! Come back to me, Kenny!" Ah.
The Flumph doesn't return with us.
Oh yeah, we gotta kill him.
I sadly know what she's going through, and there's nothing I can do to help her. Nothing anyone can do to help.
We could send her the body of the Flumph.
Am I
Like we've
making...
avenged your son.
That doesn't work these days.
Okay.
Oh, so she doesn't know he did it.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, but now we'll confess everything and say it was the Flumph that did it.
I've got my own things to deal with. I don't need hers.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. This is a law. I didn't think running a cult was this involved.
Things get messy. I've learned that if you view killing and horrible activities as a chore, it gets easier.
Oh, I hate chores. Yeah, okay. Oh, I wonder if they vacuumed the apartment. I don't know if they know
Doubt
how to
it.
vacuum.
I think many things may be broken and covered in various fluids.
Oh.
Yeah, she gets around.
Oh, no. Oh. Why did she do it at our place? Why was she going
Really,
to
she
that?
does it wherever she can. It's a problem.
Oh. We should buy bleach on the way home.
Yeah. At least for beds.
Alright, You'll eventually get back to Odako. What is your plan now? You took boat to get in, so you probably have to arrange boat trip back.
Yeah.
You were staying at a local hotel area. Were you going to go back to there for now? Matabe is going to, of course, separate from you as, you know, you're going to all go your own ways back to where you were. And Mrs. Well, poor Mrs. Dangero's probably going to head back to Doju to mourn perhaps the loss of her child and, you know, get back to probably trying to do something that has a presence running the business, you know, while her husband and the rest of the family continue to look for poor Kenny. And probably mourn the loss of his father. Mm-hmm. And totally that he didn't murder and devour the heart of.
Totally didn't
His
do a Mortal
heart,
Kombat finisher.
His heart and head are missing. Don't know where those went.
It's alright, the head can still talk.
My head's been thrown into the woods.
If they find it again, they, you know, it's like he's still there. They can have conversations with it.
Just put him in a jar like Futurama.
Like sit it at the dinner table.
I don't. All the food's just gonna go out the neck hole.
Oh, yeah.
This is delicious. It just like splorts out the bottom. Like it's like.
Oh god.
Oh no. They asked for a drink to wash it down. And...
Just keeps
It's all
going.
over the. Ugh. It's disgusting. Well, Doc is gonna head back to the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, as you open the hotel door, a massive insectile monster is standing in the way.
Brian?
Huh?
After the shit I've seen, this is the least scariest thing.
Now. Let our good friends in. They've done so well. This is a very nice bed here. You two, please go wait in the hall. The massive insectile creature with like a halberd which doesn't fit really well will kind of like move out into the hall as like the two of them will kind of block the hallway. There will be people like running and screaming from them, you know, like that they're just there now. They are ice devils, and they are, you know, in the way. And a familiar looking face that, well, all of you have met before, but not for a very, very long time. It is Falcidius. He is sitting on the bed. One standing tall. He is about 9 foot tall. A red devil. Horns. The master of contracts is just sitting there.
This is the guy who sent us into the
He is
future,
the
right?
guy who sent you into the future.
Nice.
Yes.
Smell that fresh air. Granted, this is not quite the place I was planning on originally coming to, but it seems as though you've done a very good job.
Doc is gonna go lean up against the wall, pull a second flask out of his coat that he didn't tell Thursday about,
What the fuck, dude?
take a drink from it. You could have warned me they were gonna be very late.
Unfortunately, something about putting one into a time-based stasis. It's not a perfect science. Also, unfortunately, because I felt this lot needed a little help, I sent you, but when you arrange something not at the same time, it leads to negative results.
I didn't have anything left back there anyways. Well, we got your eye.
You did. You've done a very good job. And what you've done is a little bit more than that. You've managed to rile things up in the world.
In the world, I thought it was just in that house.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
we did let that thing loose.
Things
Oh,
very rarely stay contained in one area.
I mean, you did You sort of have also brought out a bag of various goodies which have been hidden from the world, sealed away. It's so interesting that perhaps for 1,000 years now they've all been gone. And now, like a shining beacon of darkness, you brought them all back.
I feel like we shouldn't have grabbed those things.
Doc's gonna pull out the sword. This one seems to have taken a liking to me.
It's a chatter, you know?
So it could be chatterers, but I'll take your word for it.
Nothing that we need to be concerned about right now. That's for you to discover if you want to play around with other forces that perhaps, just as a warning, maybe you shouldn't. But
Oh,
again,
you know me, always curious.
indeed, a lot of you are very... Well, you're very interesting bunch.
Interesting is one word.
So, from within the 9, we've been keeping an eye on you. Keeping a kind of a face open to what's been going on. Seeing what's been happening, what developments have been happening. And you've been doing a very good job of, or should I say bad job, of been doing the things that we require you to do. So it seems like things are going well for us. Of course, certain friends have been released and certain things are going on now. And, well, there's something that we require of you differently now. Now, no, nothing hard, nothing too difficult, mind you. But we would love for your assistance in this case. Another little task.
What is it?
Now, I am a man of principles. I'm not just going to force things upon you. I know that you've been going through a lot of work for this, and it's been very tough goings. I mean, so far into the future, where things are so strange and alien. This mirror really does get my good side. It's very good quality. You don't get quite good quality. But nonetheless, and you've been going through a lot of issues, trying to find out things, dealing with our brethren in various ways, dealing with our enemies. Fortunately, we've been able to throw some things off of your tracks, but unfortunately it might be very difficult from now on with your new beacon. Throw our... well, people that you don't want to deal with necessarily on your tracks anymore. Well, that's where a little bit of this deal will come. We will continue to do our best, but of course it's in our best interest to do that. So, I felt like giving some kind of reward for everything you've been doing. So I can arrange one gift for each of you. Something from our Dark Lord. For all of your services. In return, for one more service. One more little thing. Upon already what you're working on. Think of it as an extra bonus ahead of time.
What is that little thing?
Oh my dear. You know this does not work like that. You've
Yeah, but I'm
agreed to
gonna try each time.
The contract must always be signed before the information is shared. Only the basics can be given. The details will up to either you to learn afterwards, or to find out for yourselves. You've done a very, very many good services to us, though there are a few problems you've called. And one of those particular problems is where this relates to. A certain young man has gone out upon the world, and has been causing all sorts of issues. Traveling around, finding himself, discovering what it means to be a young devil in a new world. Unfortunately, he's been a little too verbose and damaging in what he's been doing. It turns out he's drawing the attention of a few individuals who we do not want to look to him. And to look back to you, then. So, we just need you to go to him, find him, convince him to stay on the down low for maybe a decade or two. Enjoy learning about this new world before going on any kind of various dangerous sprees.
Well, I've got nothing else planned for the week.
Wouldn't mind.
Oh, fucking hell, sure.
You'll see him kind of like hold out his wrist up, as like kind of emerging from it will be like a contract kind of going out and falling down to the floor with just like rows and rows of words, and then he'll kind of like pull out a pen out of like seemingly nowhere in his other hand, and kind of then prick it into his wrist and pull it out, and now it is covered in his own blood, and he's going to offer it. Please sign.
Is it like a ballpoint pen or is it like a quill?
It's like a quill.
I was hoping if you
Oh,
just,
I
you
was
just
about
have
to
the
say, did he upgrade
ballpoint.
to, like, a ballpoint pen?
You know what?
Well-
He can now. He's had 2,000 years to get a ballpoint pen of evil that he's using his own blood for.
Nice.
He likes clicking it.
Uh-huh. Drawn with blood. So it's like the old-timey ones with like the sharp point too, you know, where you had to like put the
Yeah.
ink in manually. Yeah, it's one of those things.
Dox is going to grab the pen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got friends I need to meet down in hell anyways and just sign it.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna hand it to one of you two.
Mm-hmm.
Mishka signs it next. She's totally fine with it because, you know, she's far too trusting in all of these things.
Okay.
She's so interested.
This is what she's grown up with. This is all she knows anyway, so might as well just
Yeah,
agree.
just continue the family tradition.
Mhm.
Messily sign it.
I'm assuming Vercel will.
Yeah.
The Flumph will pick up the pen and be like,
Is the Flumph gonna
Vercel's the
try?
only
the
one who
Flumph is going to
doesn't
say,
sign.
this sounds like a great idea. I'm all up for this.
No.
Actually, yes.
No, what have we unleashed upon this world?
The Flumph is the final boss.
All right. Excellent. You'll see the contract kind of like, he'll kind of like hold it up, kind of like this, and then it'll kind of withdraw back into his sleeve, kind of disappearing into him. As he'll then kind of adjust his suit a little bit, as he'll kind of stand up, kind of like his horns kind of knocking a little bit into the ceiling. He'll be like, so, what desires do you each have? What wish could we give you? We were nice enough to give you it up front as part of our deal. A little taste of the power you've been courting. You merely have to think it. You do not necessarily have to say it, but you could. All of a sudden, the Flumph will shape change and turn into a gangster-looking Asian dude.
He's a real boy. He's a real boy.
He'll like crack his jaw. He's like,
God.
shape-changing powers, excellent.
Oh no.
Now I can infiltrate anything I need.
He's a real boy. I'm gonna point to the Flumph. You stay here. I might need to get in contact with you at some point. Well, there are many things I want, but
All right, boss. I need to see my orders. I'll get to them. He'll say like he'll actually be saying that there. Man, see you later, folks. I got evils to do. Looks like I got me a new boss. Got me a gang to kind of organize. I'll see you back in the city.
What the fuck
See
just
you.
happened?
What an interesting little creature.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
he killed a
quite-
child for
he's
us
quite-
earlier.
interesting, yes. Well,
If you want people stabbed, he'll fucking do it.
he will, yes. I suppose, do you want me to go next? And he's gonna look at the other two.
Whichever order you want.
Still thinking.
I would like my psychic powers expanded on.
Easily granted. The ability to read one other's mind. Well, that can be something that can easily be arranged. To touch the others around you. We just merely need to give it to you. Alright, you can detect thoughts at will.
Hell yeah.
Though, if you try to dive deeper, it will require an action to reactivate.
Okay.
So you kind of lose a little bit there. But normally you can just read the surface thoughts of everybody around you now. Constantly.
So would I replace Detect Thought as a spell? Since
You can when you level up.
When I level up, okay. I'm just gonna mark something down for it. I have it at will.
Mm-hmm. You got some mind powers. Congratulations. It'll be the standard DC that you already have now.
Okay.
But again, like if you try to dive deeper and it kind of gets blocked, then you will have to take an action to kind of refresh it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next. What can we grant you? The powers of hell are great.
Oh, God. This is
From
a
dis
tough
to
one.
Advernus to very deeper. And it's not just our great Lord Asmodeus. You could be granted a gift from one of the many others. The Lords of Hell are very powerful. And of course they might be needing a little coaxing. But of course, such a wish could easily be granted. But fire, ice, metal, the horrors that can be seen, the depth of darkness, a new weapon, a new power, gold, wealth, gems, perhaps immortality. There are so many things that we can grant you.
New weapon does sound nice.
Maybe weapons that we don't have to have, like, be like magic weapons, you know?
I would like something that can at least, you know, hit the dead spirits or whatever. You know?
Something like
Kind
that
of.
would be possible. A weapon to strike against those that are dead. But would you be fighting many more of those? As I am more of a reasonable one, I realize that you're thinking a lot more of what you've encountered recently. But I am not a cruel monster when it comes to these things. I'm willing to offer plenty of things. As I said, you could easily have eternal youth, immortality, great wealth that you may never run out of it. Perhaps another gift from hell. A lesser artifact that might be of holding to you. Whether it's in weapon powers or something else.
Mishka, do you have any ideas of what you want?
No.
I like too many of these things. I like money, and I like being young, and I like killing things sometimes.
They're all pretty good.
Hey, this is why I hate these contracts. They always put me on the spot.
They do, every time.
Perhaps I can sweeten the pot for all of you just a little bit. A little taste of hell. A little of the power that you might be able to be gained to begin with. And that will be something that will help all of you, even those of you who've already asked for something. A little bonus. that can be something that can be gained. So therefore, if you're worried about killing or murdering, you have a little bonus, and you can think of something that you want deep within your heart. As much as we like you serving us, it's so wonderful you're asking for more to help out on that. It seems as though you're just not getting enough of that little bit of selfishness. And we would like that so very much for you to come for. Perhaps being young is what you want? Immortality, youth? It sounds like it interests you more. Gives you more time to find treasures and maybe to murder more people. Might be right up your alley. We can arrange it.
Do you like finding treasures?
As for Mishka, it seems as though that your connections with the natural world is just something you've always had with you, but you just haven't had as much a connection with us. Perhaps a suggestion for a gift would be something that would allow you to connect deeper to the hells. Deep within your heart. That has always been there since you were born with us. You deserve it so much. Perhaps a gift from those that have deceased.
Let's have
What do both of you say? These sound
Fuck it, I'll take some eternal youth.
Yeah.
excellent. Alright, so I will define now what will happen to all of you. A.
Thank you for helping.
A. He's going to give you something because, God, you guys are under-leveled for where I wanted you to be, because I kept forgetting. He's going to give you evil energy to give you a couple of levels. Hey, evil energy boost. Yeah. Jess, congratulations on changing your race using the 5e book. You are now a devil.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Mishka, you will gain wild shape abilities into devil forms.
Ooh,
Hey.
fun.
At higher CR too. So I will give you those. And probably I will give a little bit more to, you wanted Mind Blast powers. Maybe I'll give you like Mind Flare, Mind Blast
I
powers.
mean, yeah, I realized I should have said what I was actually thinking of. Put me on the path of the power of mind flayers.
Yeah, there you go.
But I just said psychic powers.
Yeah, I understand. That's why I was thinking after you said that, yeah, you can have like a Mind Blast.
I was more meaning more like mind flayer shit.
Yeah. So there you go. We'll have to figure out what Vercel wants without telling Vercel what Vercel wants. You know?
Yeah.
So, we'll see what Worm gets, because it'll be an interesting thing.
Wait, hang on. Is Worm gonna ask for, like, to find Vasel's children?
Oh god.
And then they just get risen as two dead minions or some shit?
Oh no!
Sad.
That's why you gotta be careful with these contracts.
Uh-huh. I mean, it'll be awful either way. Anyway, you're going off to Oos. You're basically going to this Rome's Australia next time
Hell
in order to
yeah.
find the Kingdom of the Devils, because the guy you let loose has ended up there and is carving out his own kingdom.
I mean, that just sounds about right for Australia.
Uh-huh.
No worse than normal.
Yeah, a devil and his like small army of minions left left Schult and then headed all the way to Oz and basically took over an area.
All the places you could go, why would you go to Australia? It's
Because-
like you just got out of hell
It's-
or whatever.
it's
It's
got-
hot there.
You could corrupt the giant spiders.
It's like
Come on, you're not thinking.
it's also like supernatural Australia, so it's even worse than normal
Even
Australia.
bigger spiders.
Bigger spiders and everything is even more poisonous. You know, it's just like, yeah, I had a good time. But you'll be visiting because people technically live there, and we'll have to worry about that next time. So that's where we'll kind of be. You're off to there before returning home to go look for a woman and finishing your ritual. So it's a little bit of a side quest that we'll take here, but you'll also be gaining. I'll give you the exact number of levels and the exact stats of powers and stuff over the next bit here. So. It's a little early for taking our time off, but I think since we have that and a pile of evil magic items, some of which may be minor artifacts that you've assembled, you know,
Yeah.
to worry about, There's a lot of stuff you've done today.
Yeah.
Other than the entire, murder a child, turn him into sausage, and then,
Yeah.
pretend that his body was eaten by boars.
Now we have a human flump that works for us.
Well, no,
Yeah.
he's a bit like Docs, I'd assume, where he can just change shape at will.
Yeah, but his natural form is Flumph. Uh-huh. He's got a little bit more shape-changing powers.
I'll have to get his contact information. We can hang out,
Yeah.
shapeshift together.
He'll turn into an evil-looking cat, rah.
I just imagine that he's always wearing the eye patch every time.
He's got an eye patch in every form he's at. Yeah,
Nice.
he's just missing an eye in every form for whatever reason. But that was a strange one, but a good one. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. That was insane.
Hell yeah.
I'm so happy. That was great.
I
So
think
crisp, so good.
I'm just gonna say it now, okay, on a stream. I think I want everybody to go up to level 10 because that'll kind of be like the last.
Oh.
Because of the level I kind of wanted to have you at, and I got behind and forgot I got behind on leveling.
And then we kept dilly-dallying and just
Yes.
being like, well, I'm gonna hang out in the library for 3 days.
Yeah. So it's a little it's a little skippy, but when you have evil hell energy entering
Yeah, when
into
you've
you
got,
and corrupting your
you got
souls.
demons on your side,
turned
making
into a
pacts with the
devil.
devils.
Yeah. The usual. Anyway, so thank everyone for joining us today. We'll kind of have people give outros. We'll go to Jinx. We'll start with.
I'm Jinx Jams on Twitch and Twitter. I will most likely be streaming tonight. If not, I'm streaming tomorrow. Most likely GTA RP or art
Cool.
stuff.
Jess.
I am Bubblegum Viking, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And this Saturday for movie night, we have a special guest. So you should come watch that.
Sweet.
You should watch movie night anyways. It's hilarious.
Yeah, movie night is great.
Jess is very funny.
I
Where's-
wanted
where's-
chess.
Where's my check now, Jess? Is it in the mail?
Mm-hmm.
You don't get paid by the chess
Oh.
master. The chess
Uh-huh.
master doesn't pay for it.
Fuck. I am Momo Shu on Twitch. On Twitter, it's AgiShu. Don't expect any streams. Life happened.
Mhm.
Maybe next year.
Yep.
I'm taking the month off.
As
I
for
think
my
that's everyone's thing. is
Yeah,
movie
oh my god.
next year.
As for myself, Tension Dracovin, if you're looking for more RPGs, well, tomorrow at 2 p.m. will be Legacies of Kain. That's a Vampire the Masquerade game.
Hell yeah.
Where they've been doing crazy stuff in Venezuela as their globetrotting continues. Yup. That's a
Donna's
thing.
gonna fight a werepanther with Pedro the werewolf. He wasn't a betrayer. He was our friend all along, and he learned by fishing. I
Yes.
was the best fisher. I bet on it, and I was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Games are at EST. Then on Thursdays, Then Thursday's Children of Wrath, which is a D&D game set in the Magic the Gathering world of Dominaria. That's also another very crazy one where all kinds of stuff happens, where a bunch of knights have convinced our team to come with them to the main city. They're totally not under arrest, but they're under arrest.
Oh no, what did Lindsay do?
They did confess to a bunch of the authorities that they technically burned down a village. Let me put that
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
can-
no, that sounds about right.
They confessed to arson and a lot of other horrible things. And also one of them confessed to being the granddaughter of the horrible demon lord, which created an evil cult. Who's technically been killed, though, but created a cult which threatened to take over the world. But
Oh.
now that he's dead, I mean, you're
Sounds
like,
about right.
by the way, I'm his granddaughter. It's like, that's, a thing that you shouldn't mention to them.
It's like saying you're the granddaughter of Hitler.
Yeah, it's sort of like people kind of look at you and are like, maybe you should, come with us for a bit.
Maybe we'll change your name.
It's worse that, let's say it was you're the granddaughter of Hitler, and Nazis were still around looking for
Yeah.
someone to lead them. That would be the kind of case it would be. So there's a cult of, people that may be looking for her to lead them in his stead.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
Oh no.
it's extra bad. And then, of course, if I'm looking for video game streams, because I do a couple of those, I will be doing Subnautica Below Zero. I've been doing that. It's been very fun. If you missed me, we're doing Return of Oberdin. That was really good. It's just on the channel here. It was ridiculous. That was very fun, and it's the worst boat ever. That was the worst boat ever. But I recommend that game, too. But anyway, everybody, thank you for joining us today. It was very fun. We should be back next week, 1 p.m. EST, same time, same place. Hopefully we'll return. Hopefully Worm will be able to rejoin us and come back. He just had an appointment today with a dentist he couldn't cancel, so that's what he was up to. It's take what you can nowadays, unfortunately.
Mhm.
So, but anyway, until then, with Insanity and stuff, bye everyone. Farewell. Just farewell.
See ya.
See ya.